Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Itina Sri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Audaryam Madhurya Varam Pujamantam Narayanam Tirasa Namami Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Sri Krishna Pada Chaitanya Lila Sarasara Narayanam Tam Satatam Prapadye Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. First of all, let me offer millions of obeisance to the feet of the non-visible Namanishta Santana Charanam and all present, past, future Vaishnava, Tavadan Pranam. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. Today is our question and answers. Now, anyway, 18th March is Papamochani Ekadasi. And also some places it is Trisparsha Mahadvadasi. Fasting is 18th. And the 15th was Srivas Pandit's appearance day. Then 19th March, your Paran depends on area, so you have to be careful. One place it will be earlier, one place will be a little later. Then Govinda Ghosh, disappearance day of Govinda Ghosh Thakur. Then 26th March is appearance day of Ramanujacharya. Then 27th March is the appearance day of Yamuna Devi, Yamuna river. Then 30th March is Ramnavami. That will be Thursday. I think week from now, 2 weeks from now, I think. 2 weeks from now. So, so today being questions, you have any extra question? My throat is not so well, but still I will try. Why would one want to quit bhakti? What should they do in this situation? How to know what decision to make in life? What if one does not want to follow instructions? Now, if one knows really what bhakti is, and there is no question of living, Of course, he might live. See, one thing is, every jiva, they have come to this world to pursue bhakti. Okay, we know, we may not know, but the only purpose that we have come to this world as human beings is to progress in bhakti. Without that, you would not have got the human form of life. You know. But of course, what happens is because of the association, everything depends on the association. You know, sometimes we fall into wrong association. It doesn't matter. You fall down or you turn around, then look forward. Like a baby before tries to walk, how many times it falls. It will not count, oh, how many times I have fallen, 100 times, you know, like that. But when once it starts getting up, it feels enthusiasm, wow, and then start walking like that. Same way, the temporary living, see, whoever lives bhakti, it is only temporary, short time, okay? you know, not long term, you know. They cannot, because it's the current flow. See, you are in the current flow, you understand? Flowing down, you know. Akasham patitam toyam yata gacchati sadhana. Sarvadeva namaskara keshavam prati gacchati. There's one sloka. See the water fallen from the sky. Where does it going to end up? That is sea, is not. Some water might take less time, more time. Understand? And suppose if it doesn't make into sea, what happens? It gets evaporated. Again, it's going to fall down as a rain, and eventually it will reach. So sooner or later, okay. First chance, second chance, third chance. The same way, the every human being, actually every jiva, okay, not just human beings, every jiva is Jivera Swarupa Krishna Nityananda. You cannot stop becoming devotee. No. But if we do it right away, then we are fortunate. If you postpone it, sooner or later you will do it, okay? Which may be so much difficulties. But sometimes we might give up bhakti what it seems like, but then we realize, oh, wait a minute, I made a big mistake. So you will be more aggressive to follow, you know. But you cannot stop, you know, becoming without bhakti, you know, without bhakta, devotee, not possible. So now that's why you have to understand bhakti. Bhakti meaning is a natural thing. See, it is not artificial. You know, oh, you think, oh, you're becoming bhakta, this and that. It is not artificial. It's a real thing. You know, it is a service to the Lord, remembering the Lord. Okay, that's what it is. Remembering, the constant remembrance of Him, and that remembrance is also service. It is also tyaga. It is also our what do you call our sacrifice. See, suppose you are doing work. You suppose you don't have money, then you do some service, go to temple or this and that. or wherever you are. That is also service. It doesn't cost you much your time. Then higher than that is suppose you actually even that first is money or whatever resources you have. You can give that for the service of Guru and Vaishnava books like that preaching, right? You cannot do that your time effort. You cannot do that your consciousness doesn't cost you much wherever you are. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So this chanting is what we are doing. We are sacrificing our consciousness, our time, right? You would have thinking, you will be spent otherwise thinking of something else. Your work is and that, whatever, right? There's so many things to think about in this world, okay? you know, one time, Yudhishthira Maharaj was asked in this Yaksha Prashna, Same one. What did he ask? One of the question, what is the news of the day? What is the most astonishing thing in this world? What is the number of things? Suppose you count number of grass in this world. Grass. How many grass? What is more higher than the number of grass in this world? Of course, they said, what is the news? I think we talked about. This is also related to this question. What is the news? News is what we are all being like something is being cooked. To cook, what do you need? You need a container, right? And then you need some kind of a heat source, right? Maybe wood, maybe gas, maybe electricity. Then whatever you cook, then you have to rotate it, right? You have to stir it, stir it. So this is what is happening. We are all being cooked. And what is the result? Maya contained, right? We are all being contained by Maya. Cooked by the sun. What is the fuel? Day and night. Now today evening, day is ended, night is beginning. Next day morning, the night is ended, day is beginning, right? Every day, day and night is being consumed. They are being cooked. And what is this rotating thing? Seasons. Understand? So this is true yesterday, tomorrow, day after. Is it not? This is actually the news going on. So if you leave bhakti, we are being cooked. Only thing is, if you come to know bhakti, then you know that you are being cooked. Okay. If you leave bhakti, then you don't know. So if you know you are being cooked, then you will try to jump out, right? Otherwise, you will be cooked one time, two times, three times, 100 times. Then eventually you will come to know that you are being cooked. Oh, I'm fed up with it. I want to get out. Then you'll come back to bhakti, sooner or later. So then the next question is, what is the news? What is the most astonishing? Whether you are in bhakti or not bhakti, what is the most astonishing? Everybody is dying, relatives, friends, unrelated, related, our own friends, elder ones, we are by age lower than that, lower than us, younger one, babies, so many, same age and higher age, right? We know death is everywhere. Couple of weeks ago in Italy, earthquake, what happened? Did anybody thought about it? Oh, earthquake is going to happen. I have to try my best for the planning of this. Few seconds gone, you know. So you might say, wait a minute, earthquake is not going to happen everywhere. But there are so many other kind of quakes, accidents, so many things. Heart attacks. Nowadays, more young people are dying. You know, the doctors come, nurses comes here. They keep telling there is a phenomenal growth of youngsters, 30s, 20s, 30s. No history of heart attack in their family, but a doctor in the hospital, examining the patient, heart attack. Hospital couldn't do anything. Right in the hospital, and it was caught. Everything caught on the, video, on the, camera. No, nothing they could do. So, but still, we think, no problem. I will live. I live for a long time. Even a most elderly person, okay, old person, still thinks, no, I will live long time, long time. The death can come any second, but still we think we can live. This is an amazing thing. Even though we see right in front of our eyes, we hear through the news and all that, but still, no, I will live longer. There are two ways of saying it. It's true. There is something inside you telling that you live longer. But the Atma, yes, there is no death. But for this body, we have to change the body. We have to change the dress. Same dress we cannot wear for a long time, for many, many years, right? So, Bhakti will make you plan for our final departure, okay? Everybody has to go through this exam. What exam? Giving up this body, present body. No, no exception. If you are a devotee, non-devotee, there is no exception. You have to leave this body. Only difference is, if you are a devotee, you have a plan, you have already pre-planned what happens, how to do this and that. You will have an easy transfer, like changing the dress. Removing the old one, putting on a new one. Why is there any difficulty? You were sleeping in the night, got up. After sleeping, getting up, is any pain? For a non-devotee, there will be too much pain because of attachment. Okay. So Bhakta will understand devotion like that we are not this body. Education is given. This education is not given in so-called universities or high schools, in our own houses, in your own workplace. Nobody talks about this. Everybody centered on taking care of this body, which is useless, worthless. If a person dies, what is the value of that dead body? Have you seen anywhere auctioning the dead bodies for $1 million like that? Nobody wants. Even the relatives, husbands, wives, children, they don't want it. See, suppose in India, this is, I'm sure everywhere. If a person dies, they will bring the body and they don't bring inside the house, only outside. They will put a little temporary, cloth roof on the road itself. People come and they do final thing. And from there, you'll be taken to the burial ground or or for burning like that. You will not be brought inside. Ask the wife, suppose the husband dies. Do you want him inside in your room? Oh, no, 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 no. See, once that body is dead, nobody wants it. Now, if you find the worth of elements in this iron, for example, you can make one nail. What is the value of one nail? Not even 1 cent. But when the person was there, the Atma was there, so much value, so much respect, so much. So the most important thing in this body is the soul. Understand? So whatever we do in bhakti is for the benefit of the soul. Whatever we do in this material world is for the body, which is useless. Okay, it has no value at all. Even while living, what is the value? The value comes to this body because of the presence of the soul. But we don't recognize that. Understand? Presence of the soul brings the value to this body. You think it over. So, but we are busy always doing, taking care of this body, which is slowly dying anyway, slowly aging, imperceptible, but it is happening. You are a small baby. Now, where is that body now? Understand? Now we are youth. What will happen to the youth? You think you will remain as a youth? And we struggle hard to keep up that youth. Okay? Makeup, this, that. It's a struggle, and we are trying to match for the expectation of others. Sooner or later is going to break down. Then who is going to take care of you? Who can actually see in this world, mundane people, they will all give you up one day or the other. Only devotees, with spiritual thing. They accommodate you, they love you, they care for you. People who are on the platform of body, is a bodily consciousness. Like in a workplace, once they find that you are useless or not, no more required, then what they do? You think they will take a look at your all background, how much service you did, what accomplishment you did for the company? You are dispensable, but dispensable, finished. They don't care for your future also. See, you are struggling hard and hard and hard. So, all right, we have to do sometimes, okay? But at the same time, find some time for bhakti. Find some time for taking care of the soul. Understand? Otherwise, we have to suffer more in future. Yeah. ಯಾವ ಊರು ನಿಮ್ದು? ಯಾವ ಊರು? ಹಾ? ನಿಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಬರ್ಬಿಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಹೇಳಿ. ನಿಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ. ಹಾ 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 ಹಾ. ಆಯ್ತು, ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆ, ಈಗ ಏನು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು. ಆಯ್ತು, ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆಯ್ತು, ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ನಾನು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ. ನಿನ್ನ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಆಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಫೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಪ್ಪ. ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಬಾರಿ ಇದು ಬೆಳೆದಿರೋದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಆಯ್ತು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇವ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲಿ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರಂತೆ. ಆಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತು, ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ. ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಸಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಇಂಟರಪ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ Bhakti, is actually save us from so many troubles. Okay, if you leave Bhakti, Bhakti is something. Even if you make little bit of progress, Krishna says, it will protect you from so many things. No, no one can destroy this. Otherwise, everything will get destroyed. So, in the Bhakti, Sadhana Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti, Prema Bhakti, Sadhana Bhakti, we are all in this beginners. We are all beginners. But if it is done properly, what does it do? It does two things. Kleshagni, Shubhadakrut. Kleshagni meaning it will destroy all kinds of suffering. Klesha. Then Shubhada meaning it will bring all kinds of auspiciousness. In the beginning stage, right? In our life, this is what we want. We are troubled with so many inauspicious things, right? So many difficulties. Our own mind, others, relatives, friends, everybody, everywhere we are being bombarded. And we do not have strength. And we don't know to whom to look for. And whom do you trust? Main thing. You might think, oh, if you trusted and all that they gave you, they misuse you, they are, exploit you, so many things. So, and then this is the situation. And the the problem in this world is the pleasure in all these inauspicious. That is three kinds. Sin, papa. Then papa bija, meaning the subtle seeds of papa, sin, previous lives. They are all waiting for sprouting. And then avidya. So pataka, so many forbidden things. If you give up bhakti, what happens? You start doing already forbidden things and more and more. Uh, uh, but if you engage in bhakti, then ekadasi. See, only when you come to bhakti, you are told importance of ekadasi. And by doing ekadasi, we will get some inherent strength. Understand? Our, mental strength. To not to do so many bad things, right? You get something inherent strength. Even if you have some problem, you can solve the problem. You can withstand. Because of the spiritual strength. The material strength by eating this protein, this and that will not give you mental strength. See, these are two aspects, right? So only when you are bhakti, you can take food for the soul. So the soul becomes stronger and stronger. Meaning, when you are purely materialistic life, there is no food for the soul. It is suffering. It is in starving. Starving. How long you can starve? You will break down. Same way, soul is starving so many lifetimes. Understand? Not this life. So many lifetimes it is starving. It is crying. Do something. Give some food. It is crying. But we are ignoring. There is an inner call for bhakti. Okay, because the soul is crying. But we are ignoring. You cannot ignore for too long. Okay. So bhakti, path of bhakti provides for that. If the soul is happy, then the body will be happy. Okay. Just try to understand this. Okay. If we make soul happy, body automatically becomes strong, immunity, happy, everything. The senses will come under control. Otherwise, our mind starts controlling. And we are doomed to die. Imagine, I was giving an example of ghost, right? Ghost. They come and leave. Suppose it's like virus in a computer. If the computer is not protected, antivirus and all that, they will come. Same way, if you are not doing ekadasi, chanting, prasadam, and all that, our immunity goes down. Then so many ghosts will come in. Even if you don't like, for example, drinking. Who wants to drink all the time? Tell me. Maybe one time his friend is by force and all that. Then you think you like the taste, or you like the afterwards. What happens? I'm not saying that you're all doing, but I'm giving an example. Drugs. Who wants it? They see suffering, that money, family life will be disturbed, workplace. But you don't want to give up. Why? Not that you don't want to give up. You want to give up, but it is not possible. Why? There is somebody else inside you dictating you. We have become slaves of those people who are within us, the ghost, subtle body, okay? Subtle virus, living virus. And they are dictating, hey, you should go. You go near a bar or a pub or a grocery, you are pulled something, take up that, 6-pack, right? You are saying something, telling, no, 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 no. See, there's a fight inside. You understand? What is that fight? It is you and somebody else. And somebody else is not one, many people. Okay. So gradually, what up? You will give up. You become a slave of somebody else living in your body. And you don't know how to evict them. You understand? Doing Ekadasi, Nam Japa, Prasad. But that's why they don't want you to do bhakti. You understand? Not that you don't want to do. You want to do, but somebody else is there that they don't want. Because why? If you do, then what happens is they will lose their house, free house. Okay. Okay. They will lose their free accommodation, free enjoyment. You understand? All these things. You think the ghosts are going to work very hard. They are abusing you and you don't know. And that's where the struggle comes. That's why I'm begging you, okay, don't give up bhakti. You start doing and then take association of a stronger person. You understand? Be in association and then do Ekadasi only day after, okay? And then there will be forces. Oh no, don't do this. What is this nonsense? This, that. They will tell you, okay, inside. But keep telling, hey, you shut up. You are troubling me, You are destroying my life and you are also destroying your life. I'm going to do Ekadasi, Nam Japa, and I'm going to give part of that for your welfare. Otherwise, you are troubling me and you will also trouble somebody else. You are creating a hell for yourself. You are losing, but by the so-called mundane happiness, mundane sensual things, you are losing, okay? Yeah. So I will do a good favor for you, So elevate you. You'll go back to home, go back to God, come back to bhakti. Like that, you have to pacify them and then you do Ekadasi, Nam Japa, take prasadam. Understand? These are all not material. So by that way, you have to become strong, determined, and take the association. If you are by yourself, it will be difficult. Because purposefully, suppose you are there, Ekadasi day till noon, okay. Then inside of them, they give you so much trouble. I've seen these examples, that's why I'm telling. See, in Tirupati, what happened was, one lady, the husband was doing Ekadasi by drinking milk, okay. So the wife, I was telling, wow, what do you do for it? No, Swami, I do till afternoon. But afterwards, oh, something comes, I cannot tolerate. I go and eat rice. This is what she was telling. Then who is forcing her? the demons inside, the ghost. Because if she does, they will be kicked out naturally, automatically. But they don't want to lose their house, free perks, free comfort. you know. So they make her, otherwise this happened, and then she gets succumbed to it. But if she's in association or in a nice annual temple like that, and you know beforehand, if you try and tell them, then they will be prepared and it can happen. You'll be in a stronger position. One person came in front of the temple right here, and the our other friends came inside the temple, but that person remained outside because the ghost doesn't want you to enter the temple presence. They don't. So like that, so many incidents. I told you about in South Africa incident. That person is ready to go to church, but not to the temple place. He doesn't want to come for satsang. So like that, and that person was asking, wait a minute. So that means what? Your satsang, the church is more powerful than the satsang. I said, no. In church, what do they do? Do they ask you to do ekadasi, chant, give up meeting, eating nonsense? No. Onion is also okay. Everything is okay. Drinking is okay. Then come, what benefit it will be there? There is nothing like sacrifice. It's like a social gathering. So no problem. We can go to church. Doesn't want to come. So to this satsang, real satsang, So that's why if you want to quit bhakti, you cannot, but somebody else inside of us. So you have to aware of this. And what to do, what you have to do in this situation. What should they do in this situation? Take association, stronger association. Association of sadhu, guru, sadhu, shastra. And you have something. Never take out this kantimala, understand. If you are initiated or if you are a Gayatri, don't give up Gayatri mantra. They are powerful. These forces make you, no, one time you can leave. Because they want you to become weak, spiritually weak, so that they can dominate you. This is the thing. So don't give room for that. Indulgence. They want you to get indulged. It was free. So kleshagni, but the bhakti will remove all these kind of klesha, meaning disturbances. Now to do sin, that vasana is called papa bija. Then what is avidya? Avidya is our forgetfulness of our real swarupa, our form is avidya. So when the bhakti enters, then we understand I'm the servant of the Lord. Now I'm the servant of Krishna. Jivera Surupoi Krishnera Nityadas. Krishnera Tatastha Shakti Veda Veda Prakash. Like that naturally takes birth. Yeah, I'm the servant of the Lord. So at that time, avidya will not be there. Then, so when bhakti comes, all these things, the sin, the desire for doing sin, and this darkness of ignorance, huh, will all go away. So, by appearance of bhakti, all kinds of suffering will go away. So that's why it's called klesha. Bhakti is the only thing it will destroy all this unhappiness, inauspiciousness. Only bhakti, one and only bhakti. Okay, convinced about it, and you can meditate on it. Otherwise, you think money can do that? Any position in this world, can you do it? If you become a president of America, can you demand? One time, I'm not offending or anything. When a great president, see, any president, you know, sooner or later they have to wear diaper. You see what diaper? Like children. Why? Because they have no control. Can you say, I was past president of America, don't bother me all this? Can you climb on like that? Immunity, no. But on the other hand, it will be attachment to so much false ego. Even though you are president for 1 term, 2 term maximum, yes, but you still think, oh, I was this, I was an actor, I was like this, like I was a big, big industrialist, all these things. But then what happens? Only on mental level, because you don't have spiritual strength to come down. See, attachment, not only is bodily, mental thing. See, in the past, like even, for example, Miss America, okay? Anybody selected for Miss America twice or Miss Universe? No, right? But what happens after that? Next year, they think, wow, I'm still beautiful. I was this, I was that. They gave me so much this and that. You'll be mentally like that all life, even though you have become a old, okay, old lady, still are thinking, oh, you see, I was Miss Universe. They did that like that. In your mind, you are still Miss Universe, okay? Even though the body is not. Body is already old, is gone case. But in your mind, this is the problem with the mind, okay? So, uh, that's why bhakti. One time, one king, was asking his minister, when one person will give up sex attachment, sexual desire, when we will give up? So the minister was very intelligent. He said, he took the king to the hospital. And the minister, bring your daughter also. And here is an old man dying, okay, on the bed, deathbed. And he told the old man is closing his eyes, is lying down, right? Then he told old man, minister, oh, here it is. King has come to see you. He didn't even open his eyes. But then when he told, the king's daughter has also come to see you. Then he opened his eyes, he wanted to see her. Like this. So this shows that the desire for this opposite thing will not go away. Even if you are old, understand? Why? The thing I explained you. Okay. It will go away only when you engage in bhakti. When you understand by the practice of bhakti, by principles of bhakti, that you are not this body or this subtle body, mind. We are all spirit souls. We are all ladies. Okay, we are all females. Getting attracted to another female. Is there any marriage like that? It's unnatural, impractical, unnatural. That's why all the don't get wrong. Only by bhakti this husband and wife relation can be strong and keeping Krishna in the center. But if we keep something else at the center, then it's going to break down. If we keep on body, your your wealth at the center, then it's going to break down. Please forgive me. So whatever stage in the life you are, okay, don't give up. Okay, continue, but bring in Krishna at the center. Remove something else non-related to Krishna from the center. Then your family life, whatever your other life, it becomes, peaceful. So this is what. Now it is also brings all good qualities, brings auspiciousness. How? See one thing, Jayavadharma, our acharyas telling, entire world, love or uh, entire world, love, auspicious is in the what you call auspiciousness. Now, when a bhakti starts coming in one's heart, then even if you have a seed of bhakti, understand? Even if a seed of bhakti, what happens is he will become dainya, meaning dainya, daya, manada. These four characters comes into the life of a devotee. What is that? He will be humble. He will be, he will have a compassion, humility, compassion. Then he is not expecting any, respect from others, and he is giving respect to others. These four qualities. It is very difficult becoming humble, understand? Because when you are in bodily conscious or mental conscious, very difficult. Then having compassion, real compassion, not duplicate compassion. They say somebody, oh, you should be peaceful. How? If you are killing animals, eating animals, how there will be peace? No, we say, like I was telling you, immanent and transcendent. Other people only transcendent. Oh, is there, Lord is there. But he's also immanent in the heart of everyone. That part they lose. So when we do not recognize the presence of the Lord in everyone, how we can be? If your Lord, Supreme Lord, is very dear to you, you love Him, then wherever he is, it's also we have to love, right? That's why Bible, love thy Lord with all your heart, love thy neighbor. Both has to go together. No, I love my Lord, I hate my neighbor. Right? Neighbor means what? Does the Bible say your neighbor is only human, only Christians, only humans, trees, chickens, everything is your neighbor, is it not? Does it say which neighbor? Love thy neighbor, it says. No, no, no. Christian neighbor. That too, Protestant neighbor. Okay. Or Catholic neighbor. See, that's all incomplete, understand? So that will not give you solace to anybody. Should be universal. Chicken, trees, everything. So that's why this this Sanatana Dharma, especially Gaudiya Vedanta, Gaudiya, is complete. So these four qualities: humility, compassion, true humility. I cannot show about you, and then not expecting any respect because we know this body is going to die sooner or later. What respect you want this? And then giving respect to others. Why? Oh, Lord is there in his heart. Even though he has forgotten, he does not know, but Lord is there in his heart, as equally in my heart. So he is equally. And if he is more in bhakti, we give more respect because he recognizes his true position. So, when you have these four qualities, understand, whole world will become attracted to that person. Whole world will show respect to that person. Whole world will love that person because only a person who has that bhakti, all these qualities will manifest. And because whole world, everybody is looking for such a person, to serve such a person, to associate with that person, to have a darshan of that person. Understand? That is the cry of the soul in our heart. Our soul is crying, because association of such a person is the food for that soul, food for the soul. Such a person, what he will speak, he will glorify the Lord. The soul wants to hear the glories of the Lord. Soul wants to hear the names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chanting. That's why uh, it will brings auspiciousness because whole world will be looking for you. They're all now. Now this bhakti can give you all whatever you like. For example, if a bhakta desires, oh, I like to have even by chance some mango, not even season. Even though it's out of season, it will come to you. It has happened. Then devotees, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur like. He thought he will do service for the Lord. Oh, mangoes. It was out of season. But soon a person comes, walks into the temple with all mangoes, right, man? Then he said, no, I gave trouble to the Lord. In my life, I will never eat mangoes again. You know, it really, because ananyachintayanto mahayajana paripasati. One who's constantly thinking of the Lord. I will take care of his needs. Whatever he lacks, I will provide. Whatever he has, I will provide you. I will protect him. He's telling that is really true. You know. So, but devotees don't want bhakti, mukti, enjoying tendencies. You know, merging with Brahma. All this they don't want it because service to the Lord is so much happiness in there. Highest happiness is there in serving the Lord, serving the devotees. Okay. It is also true mundane. For example, uh, suppose you cook yourself and you eat yourself, right? You cook yourself and eating. How much happiness you get? Suppose you cook and invite somebody, your friends, relatives, whatever. You share, right? How much more satisfaction will be there? Is it not? More than for your own. Then you give it to 100 people, what? So, like that, if you cook for the Lord, you know, if He pleases, then so that's why the service to the Lord is the highest happiness. Not that we are asking, but naturally will be there. Because if you feed him, then you are feeding the whole world. If you take care of him, feeding the whole world. See, there's one pastime. What happened was, uh, then let me finish this. See, when you do, this is sadhana bhakti. These are the two things. Meaning, all the klesha, all the difficulties will go. Then all the good qualities will come. Now we understand. Then even higher bhakti, bhava. Then what you get? You get two or more. Moksha. Well, even the liberation becomes very useless, very small. Moksha. Sudurlava. Very difficult to reach that place. Because moksha, liberation also becomes, you ignore it. It becomes so tiny. You understand? Then, when we get the prema bhakti, there is so much ananda because the Lord is full of. Then Krishna Karshan, it attracts Krishna. Krishna is attracting everybody, but he himself gets attracted to that. So you can imagine how powerful it must be. So these are all stages, Now, if you are in one thing, then it takes you to the other level. That's why don't ever even think of giving up bhakti even in your dream, okay? That's why you pray every day. You think of, oh Lord, first thing is, ask forgiveness from everybody. And then, oh Lord, whatever, I'm a small person or not much strength. Lord, do not make me weak. Make me strong. Do not make me give up bhakti. Please take me into your hand. If you pray, if you cry, then Krishna will make a right. You know. So how to know what decision to make in life? How to know, right? So that's why you see sadhu sangha here, scriptures, then the great personalities' life, personalities' life, how they dedicated, and our see, look around everywhere, every tree is for the welfare of others. Mango tree, for example, coconut tree is not drinking coconut for itself, eating mango for itself, right? Cows giving milk, it does not drink itself. You have to see how it takes care of the calves, gives their life. So now the plants like rice, paddy or wheat, it grows and then gives the paddy or wheat and it leaves its body. So many other people, other living entities are sacrificing their life for my life. So meditate on it. Now what I can do for them, you know. So, but can you pay back? Can you return whatever you have taken from everybody? Can you do it? Can you pay so much bread you might have eaten or rice? How we are going to pay all those little plants? Water we drank. Can you write a check? Light, sunlight. Can you pay sunlight bill? Impossible. Our debt, we have borrowed so much. We are indebted. That's why I call indebtion. So many people, so many parents, you know, so many things. We are indebted. And our debt is increasing. Every second, our debt is increasing. Is it true or not? How to pay them back? To pay them where you can get it. You are borrowing from somebody and then paying. That is how that is possible, right? Your debt is increasing. You understand? So only bhakti, okay? If you come to bhakti, if you surrender to Krishna, to Guru, then Krishna can pay all our debts. We cannot pay. Think about this. Can we pay? Can you pay your mother? How much pain she went through? She carried you for 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, right? 9 months she carried you. So much trouble she went through. Now what you are going to give her? Your parents, whatever previous parents, previous life, are you sending them a check for the previous parents or even previous forefathers? Understand? We have debt everywhere and increase. How to pay them back? All of them. Is it possible? So think about this. So if you know answer for this, if you know this is the thing, I'm indebted for everybody. Oh Lord, how to get out of this debt? No. Krishna says, don't worry, you surrender to me through my devotee. Then I will make you free from all your debt. Do not fear. Because everybody is indebted to Krishna. Okay. Only he can write. So sun is shining because what? Krishna. Rain is falling because of Krishna. Right? All the trees, everything is given because of Krishna, right? So by his arrangement, Maya, external Maya, is working under his direction. So if we surrender to him, then he can write off from all debt. Only when all this debt is gone, then he can breathe freely. Understand? So you make that, you understand, uh, you understand this and make that decision. Yes, I want to surrender. I want to do bhakti. Bhakti is what? Bhakti is not different from surrender to Krishna. No? So you have to make that. Then another question is says, what if one does not want to follow instructions? Now, it is not the question of does not want, okay? you know, sooner or later we will follow. It may be too late, okay? So that's why use your intelligence. Use our, we should use our intelligence. No. Let me not postpone. Let me act now. That's why Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is telling some, useful there. No, we'll come later. No, immediate. Right now. There is no, it's an emergency situation. See, when the fire is, have you gone through any fire? But you will see. Can you postpone? A building is in fire, right? What you can do? Can you search? Oh, what, so much valuable this thing. Let me take and can you go and search for valuables in the case of fire? So we are in this fire of samsara. We're already caught. Okay. Only thing is we do not know that we are in fire. We are in the fire. We do not know. So the sadhu sangha will get you experience that we are in fire. And also will tell you what to do, get out of this fire. Otherwise, we will going to get burnt. We are going to hurt. That's why I was giving an example of lost. We cannot postpone this exam. What exam? Death. At the time of death, what will happen? It's an exam. Everybody has to pass through. No, you cannot postpone it. Okay. You have to get prepared every second. It can happen anytime. What is the best thing to do at that time? To carry all the debt like you were talking about to the next life, or pay for everybody. That way you will be free. So that's why if you become a devotee, then as soon as you become a devotee, Krishna will make you free. He will make part of you his heart, and then he will make you free. That means what? You will not have death. So what is the best thing? To go through that very painful, death. Why death is painful? Attachment. Suppose if you are attached to the dress, previous dress, even though new dress is there, old dress, we sometimes are attached. I look so beautiful in this dress. You see, same way, you know. So attachment is what causes. It's like they say, how much painful. Have you, if you have bitten by a scorpion? So painful. Imagine 1,000 scorpions biting at the same time. So much pain will happen at the time of death. Because we are forced to give up our attachment to this body, to the house we are living in, the vehicle we travel, the children, husband, wife, father, company, bank balance, everything we have to give up. We will be forced. We cannot take anything. They will not give any extension. We don't know when that will strike. So all that attachment, trying to give up at the time of death, he can meditate on it. It's impossible. And there will be anger. Oh, wait a minute. Why he is not giving me more time? God of death, right? Yama, he says, no. No extension, sir. And he will not give you 1 week notice. You are lucky if you are given 1 week notice. So sometimes very difficult. Okay. That's why if you prepare before that happens, understanding all this attachment, give up gradually, then you don't notice it. It's like going to bed in the previous night and getting up. What difficulty was there? Or changing a dress, old to the new. You don't feel. No? That's why Parikshit Maharaj was fortunate because he got 1 week notice. Then what did Parikshit Maharaj did? He was crying. He was related to Krishna. Krishna man. He made an offense. He put a dead, snake around the sage. And then the son of that sage cursed him. 1 week he will die by the snake bite. So it is so interesting actually when Parikshit Maharaj decided, he said, what did he do? Immediately gave the kingdom to his son. He retired himself. Then he came to bank of Ganga. He is asking sages, what is my duty now? What should I do? A person who is about to die, what is the foremost duty? This is what the decision we all have to take. How to know what decision to make in life. We're all condemned to die, is it not? Week from now, 10 years from now, we don't know. we are condemned to die. Is it true or not? Imagine 1 week later we will die. So Parikshit Maharaj, he gave up. As soon as he come to know death is happening in 7 days, no, let me wait for 6 more days. No, immediately he gave up. He gave up all his responsibilities. He gave up to others, his son. Then he went to the Ganga and he is asking sages, what is the duty one who is condemned to death, die? We are all condemned to die. What is our duty? That should be the question. And right? That's what we should follow. We are condemned to die. That's why you read Bhagavatam. What did Bhagavatam says at the end? Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranamo Dukkha Shamnastam Namam Harim Param. The end of Srimad Bhagavatam after 7 days, right? 18,000 shlokas. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa. Do Nam Sankirtan. Glorify Krishna. You serve Krishna through his name, through chanting, remembering him. Give your all consciousness to him. Do not be conscious of anything else. No. Then he will guarantee you he's the only one who can depend on us. We can have faith, who will never give up. Understand? Krishna is the one who will never. We might give him up, but he will never give us up. Draupadi, for example, who helped her? You know, then elephant, Gajendra, you know, Gajendra was helpless. He was very powerful elephant, so much strength. No, the other elephants could not help. His own strength could not help. Then he took a lotus flower and said, "Oh Lord." Then immediately he came in. So, like that, on our own strength, we cannot survive. No bank balance, this, that, it will not really. So that's why when we are strong, that's why Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati and our Acharya say, when you are young, don't think you are young, okay? But seems like you are young, okay? Try to understand. Nobody is young because we have seen even a small baby dying. 2-year-old is dying. 15 years old youth is dying. 20 years old youth is dying. You see? Well, what is the meaning by, old age? He might say, hey, wait a minute, I'm only 15 years old. I'm youth, I'm not old. What does Prahlad Maharaj say? No, sir. Old means what? Before you die. Death can come anytime. We have a certificate saying you will live for another 80 years. Certificate? Anybody certifying you, guaranteeing you? You're all old. Okay. First we admit that. Then what we should do at the time of old? Take Parikshit Maharaj decision. Relinquish everything and take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam. Take shelter of Parikshit Maharaj. Take shelter of all the followers of Parikshit Maharaj, our Guru Parampara. Then Krishna will manifest. See, it's so amazing at that gathering. I did not know this, but when I went to this place where Parikshit Maharaj preaching this, reciting Srimad Bhagavatam, I went there, maybe 4 months, 5 months. And that tree where underneath he was giving Bhagavat is still there. Can you believe it? 5,000 years plus. And in that gathering, the sage was there, whom Parikshit Maharaj put a thing on his neck. And also his son who cursed him, he was also there. So not only Parikshit Maharaj who got elevated, they also got elevated. You know, it's amazing. You know, that tree is still there. Bah, it's so green and all that. So this is the effect of listening to Bhagavat. This is the effect of listening to Bhakti. No, it is the effect of listening to the glories of Bhakti, which really makes us live alive, which makes us immune to death. Understand? We are condemned to death, but we can get immunity through Bhakti. That's why try to meditate on it. And these are the if you listen to this instruction, you will live. If you don't, you will die. That's all it. Actually, you don't die, okay? But you will experience the pain of death, attachment. You understand? If you become a devotee, a non-devotee, we have to give up this body. But if we become a devotee, then what happens? We will not feel the pain of giving up this body. We will be prepared. You have already given up this body. Understand? We have already given up the attachment to this body. Death means what? Giving up the attachments, okay? Not that we are giving up attachment to this, related to this body and the mind. Attachments. If you give up now, then it's as good as dying. So you're already died, so you will not have any pain. So attachments. And this body is already changing, is dying every second. We're not the same person. Understand? Every 7 years, by entire our atoms in our body gets recycled. New atoms comes into our body. Our skin is not the same thing. Understand? Nails is not the same thing. Constantly, thing. Our soul remains the same. Huh? So, do you have any other question, or this is? Actually, I want to tell one thing, like serving Krishna. You are serving everybody. You mentioned it is important to forgive, to be tolerant and patient. But when is the boundary in which we should distance ourselves and just pay respect from afar? So we should not be taken advantage of. Is it true that truth and reality transcend religion? Actually, the real, is it true that truth and reality transcend religion? Truth and reality, you understand, is same. Huh? Maybe, head and tail of same coin or something like that. Huh? Truth and reality. Transcend religion. Yes, religion comes and goes. Christian religion, for example, started when, and then it will go away, dwindle and then go. Like our body, whatever takes birth, it goes through the 6 stages and then finishes. So same way, these temporary religions, eternal religion is same. Eternal religion is actually Sanatana Dharma. Huh? Sanatan, meaning which has no beginning. Which does not have beginning, so it has no end also. That is the Atma. Sanatana meaning the religion related to Atma, Atma has no death, no birth. So it is eternal. So the truth that Atma is eternal, reality is also that, you know. So it will transcend uh, the so-called mundane religions. You know. Now, it is important to forgive, to be tolerant and patient. But when is the boundary, or where is the boundary in which we should distance ourselves and just pay respect from afar? So we should not be taken advantage. We pay respect to everybody from a distance, far off, or nearby, because everybody, whether they are know or not, realize or not, Lord is in their heart, isn't it? So we pay respect to everybody. Meaning what? Pay respect to the Lord. Our Guru, where our Lord is there, our Guru is also there. Where our Guru, Lord is also there. So we pay respect. This time. All right. So forgive and patient. Forgiveness is also in the highest quality. Okay. And how much you can forgive, it depends on our strength. You know. And you have to play. See, if you are strong enough, see, it depends. If you are strong enough. I'll give you an example. One time, a sadhu was sitting in the bank of Ganga. Ganga is sitting, and the sadhu, there was a scorpion. Okay, scorpion is floating in the river. Now, the sadhu is very kind. Many people, if they see scorpion eating, let it go. Or some people want to push it down so it might die, like go down. But it depends. Or somebody says, oh, I don't want to do anything, because it depends on their spiritual strength. Now, the sadhu, true sadhu, he wants to save all living entities. So he's trying to pick up that scorpion. Now, what is the nature of scorpion? To bite. It's biting. In the process of biting, it is falling in the water. See, when you try to hurt somebody, you become weak, your position or whatever. You were on strong grounds on the finger of sadhu. Now, because he bite, he fell down. Right? Now again, sadhu is saying, wait a minute. He's trying to pick up. He again is biting and then falling. You understand? This is going on. He's picking up, he's biting, and then again he's falling. Again he's picking up. Then neighbors, people who are watching him, he's telling, hey, sadhu, you are not intelligent. It is biting you and you are trying to save it. What is this? Then sadhu said, sir, my nature is to save. I cannot give up my thing. And his nature is to bite, and he is not going to give up. So he is keep on trying. Then he might ask question, wait a minute, how long it can go on? It depends on the Lord. If Lord does not want him to bite him more, he will quickly wash away this. Sadhu cannot pick it up. Or if Krishna gives him a intelligence, meaning after biting so many times, he gets tired of biting him again. So what sadhu will do? He will live in a safe place and then this will be safe. You get it? It can happen like that. Now, same way, if you are thinking you are being hurt or this and that, but forgive everybody, because we will be the gainers more than what we than others. Actually, everybody is a winner. If you forgive others, you are a winner, they are also winner. So, and don't think, oh, she or did it so much, you know, un, un, unforgivable thing. We don't know the past, what we have done in the previous life. See, no one is independent. Understand? In this mundane world, no one is independent. If someone is getting these things, it's because of the past, you know. And so, we have to accept, oh, wait a minute. What I have done, it is coming back to me. You know, you remember what Sadhu, Shastra and Guru is telling. So that way be peaceful and forgive. Oh, wait a minute, I've done it. So let me forgive. So you don't have to, open another account. Already account is open. Another extended account, you don't want to be open. Because if you react wrongly, then another extended account will be open. So, no, I had enough of accounts. I have enough of this seeds of this papa sin in my back of life. I don't want another seed in my back. You understand? Because sooner or later, all those seeds are going to take fructify, and we have to suffer. So minimize, we have to minimize gathering of these seeds, minimize adding more burden on our back. So by giving forgiveness, by act of this forgiveness, we are unloading, you understand, our, unseen luggage, we are getting less and less. But then how long we can do? Huh? It is like it depends upon your strength. Mentally disconnect. Okay, this is the thing, mentally disconnect. Say hello, Hare Krishna. Don't have any attachments. If you do not have any attachment, then that's it, You should not have attachment in your mind. Suppose our Gurudev is keep telling, don't build bridge. How to build? What do you mean by building bridge? Suppose some person you dislike or whatever, right? Come back home and then think of that person. Oh, then you build a bridge. Then immediately all this bad thing from his heart flows to you because you build a bridge. Just remembrance. But of course, if suppose you think of somebody, a holy person, great Vaishnava, whether he is living or is already, entered Nitya Lila, whatever, then all his good qualities also enter us in our heart. That's why try to remember all the great Vaishnavas, their life. Constant remembrance. The difficulty they went through, their devotion, like yesterday was appearance day of Srivas Thakur, right? So, Srivas Thakur, bah, 1 second. Hare Krishna. ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್. ಅದು ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್. ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿ. ಅದೇ 4 ಇಂದ ಏನೋ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 4 zeros. ಆಮೇಲೆ 81. ಹೌದಾ, ಅದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅದು ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಾ? ಹೌದಾ, ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. So, glories of the past, Srivas, Abba, he was so dedicated. See, it says Mahaprabhu always appeared, Nitya Virma, eternally. 4 places. In the house of Sachi Mata, and wherever Nityananda Prabhu dancing, and wherever Srivas doing kirtan, and in the house of Raghav. Lord appeared there all the time. So you can imagine what kind of, Then one time his own son, only small baby, left this world. And in India especially, ladies, everybody start crying. Small baby. And they all start crying. Lord was there, Supreme Lord. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Srivas told everybody. Told everybody, don't disturb the Lord. Don't bring up this, this news. When Lord, of course he knew. He knows everything past. Then Lord is telling, how come I'm not feeling happy? Then they told, son, Shiva's son left. Then why you didn't tell me before? Then they told, they forbade. Shiva was forbidden not to tell him. Then Lord is crying. Oh. How dedicated. His own son living left this world, but he's not feeling pain. He doesn't want to, Lord is crying, oh, how can I leave this? Devotees like him. I wanted to take sannyas, now what should I do? That's why he told, oh, Srivas, myself and Nityananda consider your son as God, but we are 2 brothers. We are your children. We will never leave you. See, so like that. If we dedicate ourselves, understand, Lord will become your children, your husband, anything, caretaker, anything. Then later on, Lord went to the baby, dead body. Then he asked him, he called him. Why you are living such a great association? Can you get association like this? Then the baby is telling, the soul in that baby, oh Lord, by your grace, by your, I'm not independent. You instructed, you specified how long I will stay in this house of Srivas. And the place where you are sending me, it is your own choice, your own arrangement, you know. So, whatever your desire, I'm going there. But my only prayer is that no matter where I go, let me not forget your lotus feet. Then all the relatives became very quiet, calm. Before that, Srivas went there and telling his relatives because they started crying. No, don't cry. If you cry, I'm going to go and jump in Ganga. Bah. So he forbade. In other words, for the service of the Lord, he gave up the attachment to his own tiny baby. No, son. Only son. Yeah. So, what a sacrifice. And what about sacrifice of the Lord? Lord is telling, I will be eternally your son. See, which is more sacrifice? Our sacrifice or Lord's sacrifice? We think about it. So, by taking up bhakti, we become very rich, understand? You might have so much wealth in this world, okay? So many $1,000,000, $1,000,000,000, whatever. But we are poor. Only when you get bhakti, even a seed of bhakti, you will be richest person in the world. So taking to bhakti, we are becoming richer. We are not losing anything. We are gaining enormously, not little bit. We cannot estimate how much we gaining by becoming bhakti. You get good qualities. People will respect you. Why? They are all suffering. Only bhaktas are not suffering. So it is all positive. That's why I will keep telling we are so fortunate, especially having this human form of life. Whether male or female, it doesn't matter. Okay. Don't think that you are in a male or female. Eventually we are all female, okay? Female in nature. So don't think you are compromising this and that. You have a human form of life. You have come to at least some basics of bhakti. You are chanting, you know about Ekadasi. So there is nobody as rich or as fortunate as we are. So be positive, okay? So try to give this knowledge to others, make others happy. By making others happy, we become even more happier. Okay. By distributing mundane wealth, we will not become happy. So that's why Bhakti Raivenam Naiti, Bhakti Raivenam Darshayati. Bhakti Vasha Purusho Bhakti Reva Bhuyashi. Only by bhakti we can go near the Lord. Only bhakti can attract him. Only through bhakti we can get the darshan. That's why the highest, most highest in this world is Bhakti. You know? And we are shooting for Bhakti, highest in this world. So we are already within the reach of that. You know, it is guaranteed. Even if you make a little progress toward that, it will never get waste. Other things, whatever endeavors you make for other things in this world, it will go away. As soon as the body is gone, it's also gone. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you for everybody. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. We will continue Saturday. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.